Audio test, how's it going? Give me a minute here. I'm just fixing something quick. Give me a minute here. Getting announcements on Discord. Now, I think the game is still down. So let's catch up on the news here while we wait for the server to pop back up. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I probably should have pushed this back like half an hour. Okay. Let me see who we have in chat here. For anyone watching this as a VOD, I will have chapters listed down below, at least to the start of key talking points. Yeah, the Play Star Trek Online website is it's having some issues. It's seen better days. When I look at the Play Star Trek Online website, this is what I see. No news available. The patch notes are, yeah, it be busted. Okay, so let me see who all we have in chat here. I know that there's a few of you before the restream picked it up. Mark to Chief, Steel, you guys like the thumbnail? Yeah, that I thought it was a really creative thumbnail to do. Do I have my screen on? Oh, I don't have I think it helped to have some of this stuff on. Right. Some light behind me is on, so let me get that turned off. Yeah, it's from what I saw, 20% ship sale. Okay. What someone think about how many players will or might use the jellyfish to do Starbase 1? A lot of people will, because that'll be the option with the least effort. But as Kraus said, the Health Honor, especially on normal difficulty, that does not take much time. I am far behind on chat. Sorry, I'm just getting stuff caught up here. Twitch is giving me errors saying the bitrate's off. Looks fine. Just announced on Twitter. Okay, let's take a look. They have, oh, we've got a video here. Got a video to react to. So the new bundle is dropping today. It is the Heritage Starship bundle, and has a really great picture there. So let's check out the video that they have for this. So this drops today on PC, console on August 22nd. 3 ships. Okay, before we get into a lot of the contents here, let's take a look at their video. Alan, how's it going? Jeff? Yeah, Sam, go ahead. I probably won't get to them right away. But I like this picture that they have here. So I'm gonna take this, and while we watch the video, I'm gonna hopefully there's no copyrightable music here. On this looks like you.
You could say that we live in interesting times. But even with new struggles, we can always rely on old allies. Because for once, time is on our side.
Yeah, the visuals on this are really great.
And the more things change, the more they stay the same.
The Achilles.
We will meet these challenges, as we always have, with determination, ingenuity, and faith in our common purpose.
Yeah, this all looks really good. Oh, there's the Typhon.
Because against those who would seek to conquer or
Fortress mode.
control or assimilate,
Oh yeah.
we have proven over and over again, resistance is never futile.
Oh, there's a fusion cube. Yeah, that is a really great video there. Pundus, I assume a lot of that was you, or all of it. That was very well done. That looked awesome. That is certainly the way to really build up some hype for these new ships here. That was good. Yeah, that looked really good. And yeah, right there at the end, we got our first look at a fusion cube in stone. You did the intro only? The rest was done by Weston and the new deck animators? Nice, nice. They did a really good job. This is a really great trailer. Dustin? Yeah, this is a really good trailer. We got good look at the ships here. You've got the premonition shown early on. The video will actually go to those points.
You could.
Yeah, so there's the premonition with its temporal drive. Then we have the Achilles here. Shooting some cannons, so Achilles has an experimental weapon, prototype phaser hexa cannons. Okay, we'll take a look at the stats here momentarily. And then we've got the Typhon. Now the Typhon, remember, I said this in a recent news video, people are used to seeing a fan-made thing for it that shows it being a huge ship. That is not what this is. When you see this come in here, it's under an Odyssey. So you can see size-wise, it's not as large as those that fan model makes it out to be. Look at the fighters during the Typhon scene. Yeah. Those look really good. Stu, how's it going? Yeah, the fighters look great.
Because against those who would seek to conquer
And again, Fortress mode
Or
on the
control.
Typhoon there.
Or assimilate.
Look at that. Yeah, BSG vibes right there. No, these are all C-Store. So this entire bundle is C-Store, guys. It has the base cost of 12,500 Zen, but it's going to be at an introductory 25% discount from today up through August 8th on PC. Then again, it's dropping on console on August 22nd. So 9,375 Zen today. So, you know, if you're on PC, this is a bundle you're going to be able to play with as soon as the server comes back up. So within the next hour or so. Couple Valkyrie Mark IIs. Okay, I need to update the thumbnail here, so give me a moment. This is a really great picture here. Better than what I had. Get thumbnail and title updated. I've that. Trying to get this picture aligned. Heading over some. We're getting the thumbnail updated and the title. So just give me a minute. Thumbnail. I need to make sure I'm spelling the name of these ships right. Typhon, Achilles, and Premonition. Not quite. New thumbnails up. New thumbnails up on this on the video. Lazy Broke console. During the radio chatter scene, you see a couple of Valkyrie Mark IIs. Okay, let me go back to. Let's rewatch that and see if we can see that.
Because against those who would seek to conquer.
I went too far ahead. Valkyrie. Oh, there we go. There we go. They're in the promo image too. I've got another image of them. Sam, if you don't recognize a consular trait, remember to use the V'ger tool. COVID just dropped. Okay, I am far behind. I'm sorry, I've not looked at much chat here in the past couple of minutes. I am super far behind. Please tell me they have attack power in beta. We don't know yet. These should be available to purchase individually. The Credence is not actually live on console like it's supposed to be. Yeah, you can see the Mark IIs here. So you see how they've got the different visual there on the fighters. I need to get the Twitch stream title updated quick too. Wonder how long the activation time is on Fortress mode. That's a good question. YS, how's it going? Steven? Typhon? Sorry, I have missed a lot of chat. The servers are still down. So let's take a look now at the stats here. So I've went over the cost, release date. Again, these are dropping today on PC and on August 22nd for those of you on console. The price here is base 12.5K, and there's going to be an introductory 25% sale, taking them down to 9,375 Zen for the first 2 weeks. So, a little bit over 90 bucks. So just pick up $100 worth of, the $100 Zen pack, and that'll get you enough Zen for this bundle. And remember, if you happen to have an Epic linked account, I do have an Epic creator code. It is CasualSAB. So if you are one of the fortunate people that happen to have an Epic linked account, I would greatly appreciate it if you could make sure to use that creator code. Okay. So you've got the Typhon Command Escort Carrier, Achilles Miracle Worker Heavy Destroyer, Premonition Temporal Science Spearhead. So 2 tack ships and a side ship. For the bundle, there's some reclaimable account-wide bundle exclusives. The Elite Force Phaser Sniper Rifle. The Elite Velour Fighters Hangar Pets. So getting those at Elite right off the bat in the bundle, that's actually pretty nice. And then we have some titles here: Armada Admiral, Divining Warrior, and Herc Invader. And then there's also some one-time bundle exclusives: a T6 coupon, 9 experimental ship upgrade tokens, and 4 starship slots. Nicholas, I greatly appreciate it. It is a tack-focused carrier, yeah. So here's the Elite Force Sniper Rifle. Really good visuals there. And again, in order to get this sniper rifle, you do have to buy the entire bundle. The new ships the new ships should be available to purchase individually. And if you have a non-event T6 coupon, then you should also be able to use those coupons to pick these new ships up. Fortress mode only on the Typhon carrier. Lefellin, Trek, go. Okay, the Elite Velour Fighters. These are an upgrade over the standard Valk fighters, also referred to as the Mark II Valkyrie fighters. Okay, these can be used on any ship that has a hangar, and they're only available at Elite rank. They have a Phaser Beam Ray, Phaser Pulse Cannon, Photon Torp, High Yield, and then they have Merge Spider Weapons. Yeah, definitely going to be playing with those pets. Okay, the first ship here is the Typhon Command Escort Carrier. So, Hull mod 1.375, Shield mod 1.15. It's a 4-3 weapon setup. But I imagine most people are probably going to treat this more of a, as more of a carrier platform, so that'll be fine. 2 device slots. Before we get into the bridge officers, consoles, 5 tack, 4 inch, 2 psi. So you can still do 6 of the Hangar Pet advanced engineering consoles once you get this up to X2. Base turn rate 12, impulse mod 0.17, inertia 55, plus 10 weapon and shield power. And of course, equip dual cannons. It has 2 hangar bays, so it's a attack-focused ship with 2 hangar bays. Inspiration ship mechanics, so it's command. And it's got the tactical carrier mastery package. And it says subsystem targeting, but I don't know if it'll actually have that. Okay, bridge officer set up on the Typhon. We have a commander tactical with command, lieutenant commander engineering with command, lieutenant tactical, ensign universal, and a lieutenant commander universal. I mean, I would like to have seen a different secondary spec seat, but that's still pretty good. That's a pretty good bridge officer setup on this thing. Yeah, the Typhon here is going to be a very nice platform. This, with the command seating, you could toss a suppression barrage on and make this thing also quite tanky. So Admiralty stats, 42 inch, 16 psi, 59 tack. On the special is 2.5 times crit from tack. First sea store tack carrier. Yeah. A lot of people are going to be very happy about this thing. Then we got tooltips here too. I like it. Okay, so the console is the Typhon Fortress mode. And once engaged, let me just read this quickly here. So the console also provides a passive increase to all damage from turrets, as well as critical severity boost for all directed energy weapons. Due to the complex nature of these intertwined systems, the Fortress mode is only available on the Typhon Command Escort Carrier. So this because the unique effects that this console has with the ship, you can't put it on other things. That's fine. But when you hit the clicky, it's going to transform you into Fortress mode for up to 30 seconds. Disables flight speed and turn rate set to 3. Flight speed and turn rate. So it does not disable your flight speed. My bad, I was skipping down the line. It does disable full impulse, and again, flight speed and turn rate are both set to 3, so you're not going to be moving much. Plus 50% all damage, plus 250 bonus all damage resistance rating. That is crazy. After 2 seconds, it deploys 8 phaser auto turrets. Each deal phaser damage twice per second to the nearest foe within a 45-degree arc. These are spread around the ship in 8 equal arcs, covering the full 360. Upon expiration or deactivation, for 1 second per second spent in Fortress mode, gain plus 100% flight speed and turn rate and plus 50% inertia rating. And it has a 90-second recharge. That is really nice. We saw the visuals of that Fortress mode in the video here, and that is
assimilate.
Like, I don't care that it's limited to just the ship, because that looks hella immersive. And if that's what is needed to be able to have them really nice visuals, I can live with it. Getting the Typhon. Yeah, turret build. Death Blossom, yeah. Like that just looks cool. Yeah, the cool visuals, yeah. And the Starship trait here. While this trait is slotted, launching any hangar pet will also launch an advanced Valkyrie fighter squadron. While these pets are essentially identical to the hangar pets of the same name, they will not be tracked on your hangar HUD and may not respond to your hangar commands. You may only deploy 6 of these additional Valkyrie squadrons at any time. This trait is not triggered by pet summons that are not hangar bay pets. So it's a third hangar bay. The Valkyrie fighter squadrons, those benefit greatly from SAD. So this is the Starship trait on the Typhon. It's a third hangar bay of advanced Valkyrie fighters. That is great. That is, if you're a carrier player, guys, as soon as the server comes up, if you're looking to set up a carrier build and you want to, get like scramble, I'd probably be looking at some of those carrier traits first thing upon the server starting up, because those traits are going to spike up in value with the demand and rush we're going to see towards carrier builds. We don't know if those pets are affected by that. That is true. That is true. But if you look at the Swarmer pets that they put in, I think those are benefiting from a lot of your hangar pet buffs. Next up, we have the Achilles America Worker Heavy Destroyer. So this has a hull and shield mod of 1. It's a 5-2 weapon setup plus an experimental weapon. 3 device slots. Before I get into the bridge officers, let's go over the rest of the stats. 5 tack consoles, 2 engineering, 4 science. So if you're doing this ship, you'd want to do... you wouldn't be doing isomags, you'd be doing... Well, I guess you could do isomags. if you did isomags, so this is Miracle Worker, so it should also have one universal, which is not listed on the blog. So you could get 5 isomags. Would this do anything with the Hydra console? We're gonna have to test that out. And then for science, base turn rate 15, impulse mod 0.18, inertia of 60, plus 10 to weapon and engine power. And of course, equipped dual cannons, has an experimental weapon with the prototype phaser hexa cannons, destroyer mastery package, and of course, innovation starship mechanic. And for the bridge officer setup, I'm going to go through the rest of the blog before going into the game. For the bridge officer setup here, we've got a commander tack with Miracle Worker, lieutenant commander tack, lieutenant engineering, ensign science, and a lieutenant commander universal with Miracle Worker. Yeah, you can do isomags with it. It's not as great isomag wise as some of the other options out there, but you can make 5 isomags work. And Admiralty stats 62 inch, 23 psi, 32 tack, and ignores plus and minus tack from hazards. The console on this is the Micro Quantum Torpedo Phalanx Array. And this has a passive on it. Let's see. Let's take a look at the console in trading game. And the final ship is the Premonition Temporal Science Spearhead. This is 4-3. Yeah, let's take, let's take a look at this all in game. Would I buy this bundle? Yeah. I'm going to buy it. Right in front of you. Right now. I'll go over, I'll be doing a video going over the stats anyways, so let's get in here and actually play at the ship. That Typhon, gotta play with it. I mean, it looks like an incredibly fun bundle. I'm gonna get it as soon as the C-Store loads. The game is just coming up, so when the service just restarted, it can take a little bit for some of the stuff to load. I want to see what is like scramble at. Yeah, scramble fighters is going to shoot up. Not even many of them on the market. It's not in the store. The 20% sales live though. There it is. Okay, there's no on sale tab, or it wasn't in featured yet. Yeah, it's just not on the featured page. Now, okay, that just popped up for me. It was I didn't see it there. If it was there, then it's just that I'm blind. Okay. I'm going to take these experimental ship upgrade tokens, and I am going to sell those. And I'm going to use some of my Phoenix obtained ones, which I happen to have here. Yeah. Okay. I'm going down here. And the nice thing is, too, is if I saw that right, there's... these are like a fleet tier basically off the bat. Sizer, how's it going? I need to clear some ship slots. So let's do dry dock. Yeah, the Phoenix event should now be live. I did not see what any of the ships got named here, so let me find the Typhon, because I think that's what a lot of people want to see first. But I guess while I'm here, let's look. Here's the Achilles. The starship trait is angle on the bow. When dealing damage with a projectile, gain plus 20 shield penetration skill and plus 5% increased damage for projectile weapons for 10 seconds. It stacks up to 10 times. So for a tort build, that might be pretty nice. The experimental weapon here is the prototype phaser hexa cannons. This does massive phaser damage, narrow arc. Yeah, so long as that fires fast enough, that'll be fine. And the console here off of the Achilles Mark Worker Heavy Destroyer is the Micro Quantum Torpedoes Phalanx Array, plus 10 max power to weapon subsystems for 30 seconds upon entering combat, and plus 20 power to weapon subsystems. Oh, so it's plus 10 max, plus 20 just weapon power upon entering combat for 20 or for the first 30 seconds. And the clicky here launches 20 torpedoes, AoE kinetic damage, stacking kinetic res debuff. So that's a plus 200% turn rate and flight speed buff for the first 8 seconds there. Then it launches 10 targeted micro quantum torpedoes at your selected target. Launches another 10 seeking micro quantum torpedoes. Each deals 5,000 kinetic damage. And each reduces kinetic damage resistance rating by 10 for 25 seconds and stacks up to 10 times to all targets within a kilometer of the target. So that's a looks like a pretty fun clicky. Yeah, the Achilles appears to be I think that's an oversight. I think that's a bug there. Fluffle, thank you, I appreciate it. Similar to the VAQ Torp console, not quite. The VAQ fires off it, it's like a charge based console. The VAQ. This isn't like that. This has a 2-minute recharge. So it does look like the Achilles is busted right now, because there's no universal console slot natively on the ship. Yeah, so with this being a Commander America Worker ship, um it should have a universal console slot right off the bat. So there should be 3 once I have it at X2, and it's only got the 2 that I got from upgrading it. New donation from Leflin. Thank you, much appreciated. Thank you for that. Scramble fighters just jumped by 300 mil. The Typhon's Lieutenant Attack is Lieutenant Command Attack in game, giving it 14 buff abilities. I'll check internally. Thank you. Yeah, Alan, it's a pretty fun bundle. You know, from everything I've seen so far. And actually, let's take a look at the premonition because I didn't talk about that at all. So let's just go over the stats of this thing first. The starship trait does not have much of a description here. Let's see, did the blog have a description for it? While this trait is slotted, activating a control bridge officer ability will also trigger an AoE heal at the target's location. Holds several targets within 5 kilometers centered on the main target for 5 seconds. So that's going to be more of a supporty type trait or PvP. That's not going to be a trait that matters for most of you. The trait's going to make Saturk very happy. Or how's it going? Sorry if I've missed anyone in chat. I've been just really focused on the blog a lot today. So the console off the Premonition, it has a passive for plus 20% exotic damage, Cat 1. And then the clicky is going to summon in 2 copies of the USS Enterprise NCC 1701F. And it's also plus 20% weapon firing cycle haste for 30 seconds. And this has a 90-second recharge. So for those of you that like to summon in as many things into the map as you can, this console is going to be another must-have for you. Old Kronos, how's it going? Two Enterprise Fs, yeah. Okay, and now I need to find where the Typhon is. What is the Achilles experimental weapon? I need to rename these ships too quick. I'm at a point with how many ships I have where I just need to name the ships what they're called, so that I can remember them. Okay, where was the Achilles? Duca? Oh, Jason. Jason, thank you for the 5 gifted there. Very much appreciated. Greg, hello. Fundus, sounds good. Thank you. Much appreciated. Which is, there's been a lot of chat. It's a lot going on suddenly. I'm sorry. You know, I didn't expect them to drop the blog 30 minutes prior to the bundle dropping. So, or it's a little bit rushed. I apologize for that. So yeah, the Achilles is currently bugged. It is missing a universal console slot. Let's get the experimental weapon on this fully upgraded just to see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna just take this up to Mark 15 epic quick. I don't have enough salvage to re-roll it. Okay. So this, for me at Mark 15 epic, I'm seeing just under 7,500 phaser damage times 6 over 2 seconds. 6-second recharge. Now, the thing to keep in mind with experimental weapons is that traditionally they don't benefit from your firing cycle haste, so that might be, that could be a limiting factor for this. We'll have to see. Is there anything more in the more details? Let's take a look. It doesn't say if it benefits from cannon firing modes. Yeah, we'll be testing that out. Don't worry. And I need to get the Typhon upgraded because I know that's the one that a lot of people are going to be really excited about. Did that? So yeah, the console on this thing, plus 33% Cat 2 bonus all damage with turret weapons, plus 10% crit severity with all direct energy weapons. Like this thing, it's attack carrier. Like this is gonna be really fun. See if the Premonition can customize with the Sovereign. That is a good one I can test here quick. So let me swap over to the Premonition. No, the Premonition is not kit bashable with the Sovereign. But damn, does that look good. Like, the detail here is really good. Yeah, this looks really, really good. It looks fast. Yeah, the sale for this bundle is going to be running for the first 2 weeks. It is only a 25% discount, but I mean, it's up to you. You can, pick the bundle up now and have fun with it, or you can wait who knows how many more months for them to do another 35% bundle sale to save, $10. You see Henry and yourself and Thomas for making the warp grill material. I think this is, I think it said TAC Carrier Master Package. I don't remember. We'll look at that here in a little bit. So here is the Achilles. You can see them nice cannon firing points right there. And the deflector, I know, is not gonna probably appeal to everyone, but I like how that looks. Did they ever do 50% discount on bundles? Only the Muds bundles. We haven't had a 35% bundle sale since January. Pyrotechnics, thank you for the follow. Yeah, the Achilles looks really good here. And again, these ships are all in the C store. You can either purchase them on their own, or you can pick up the bundle to get them and some other nice items. And let's take a look now at the Typhon. Yeah. You can see the hangar bays down there. Like, the detail on this is really good. This is really great detail on these. I did not see anything in the blog about there being fleet versions, and the bundle did not come with fleet ship modules, so I am assuming, yeah, I believe these are just fleet right off the bat. The Arc store is completely down. Oof. That is some good detail there. You can see the Aztecing right there. With the third hangar bay, you can now slot 2 Type 7 hangars plus 1 Valkyrie. Almost looks like the Battlestar Galactica. Axel, how's it going? I've not seen such a positive reaction to a bundle in ages. Was it the marketing buildup, or is it the nostalgia? I think, the marketing starting to tease them out, a bit in advance is certainly part of it. But I think it's, the fact that these are ships that are nostalgic for people. These are ships people enjoyed flying around or seeing in games a long time ago. And see what that ping was. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. And the ships, they're fun, have some nice effects. Yeah, the quality on these is great. I don't know why that notification didn't pop up. Eddie, how's it going? Yeah, and they're fun and solid for the C store. Yeah, and the trailer was definitely great. Where are the Velour Fighters claimables? So those should be in the items, promotion unlock items, Heritage Starship Bundle items. So that's where that is. I have my Elite Valkyries here. I mean, the only difference between these and like a lockbox and promo ship would be if these were like promo or lockbox, they'd have a different secondary spec seat. Yeah, that was a good, really good trailer. Okay, where are my Valkyries? My initial suspicion with these Velour fighters is that beam array might be hurting them. Yeah, well, we'll try it out because the difference is that the Valkyrie fighter squadrons, the Mark One Valkyries, they get 2 pulse cannons, and these are losing a pulse cannon for a beam array. So, again, my suspicion is that these pets will probably do worse than the OG Valks. Ramsman, thank you for the donation there on Ko-fi. Much appreciated. This is the Heritage Bundle in the C Store. If you're on PC, this is available to pick up right now. Terrible. We're gonna go in, level up the Typhon right away because I want to play with that carrier trait. I'm gonna go with a pretty standard deeps loadout here, and we're gonna get some pet buffs on. I am seeing a ton of messages. And yeah, Pundus, if you're still here, the Typhon, this was mentioned in chat earlier, but there is an extra bridge officer seat on the Typhon. An extra ability. Because this... Yeah, this is supposed to be a lieutenant tack, not lieutenant commander. That's not much of an issue. What ship would I consider as the best in this bundle? I think the Achilles is going to be a really good do platform, and I think the Typhon here, this is going to be a really fun carrier platform. I should have grabbed the console off the Achilles to put on this, but that's... I cannot type into the right area today. Oh no. I don't have any of the phaser hanger pack consoles, so we're gonna go with Ice some eggs for right now. Command code. That's I figure it's either gonna be Valkyries that you're putting on this, or like the original Valkyries or Kodai would make the most sense. Yeah, this is live right now, Spectre. Premonition will be a solid EPG build with double temporal seating. Yeah, this... This, again, the visuals that they showed for the console on this thing are crazy. Bonus damage to all turrets. Let's get some Ethereum. Erosion Hunter revamp. Is there a skin change for the Erosion? Duncan, how's it going? Yes. Okay, so there's a revamp for the Erosion Hunter apparently in game right now. I'm just getting a lot of messages. Favorite ship, the Typhon. I don't really do D&D stuff, so I can't really help you there. We're gonna try the Achilles console out also on this thing. Pet wise, I don't really have a ton of room for much of the pet consoles right now. Let's do the Hydra console, which I have not used in a while, so I'm forgetting the visual. And let's get that Gemini console on off the Premonition. That's like a pet summon, right? Power network array jumped off. No, it's still there. Yeah, the new fighters are only available if you buy the entire bundle. Yeah, I've got Fleet Power on. The Credence console also helps pets out, so I haven't actually tried that out much with a full pet setup. So you know, let me toss that on here. I have an issue of just having too many consoles. Don't think the new pets will break meta. No. The fact that they're giving up a pulse cannon for a beam ray means that the original Valkyries and the Kodai fighters will probably still be preferred. Don't really have a ton of options here for phaser turrets. Phaser cannon wise, where is Terran? Sensor linked. And I mean, I got enough room on this bridge officer set up. I can do a Maelstrom. Yeah, I'm going to do dual heavies, and then aft, I am going to put the Pavin Omni on, because the Pavin Omni, as I've talked about in the past, is just really quite crazy. Yes, yeah, absolutely. The Awani console is still very, very good for also helping helping with that. Is the coupon? Yeah, I tossed that in the bank, but I believe the coupon was unbound. Okay, let's get this set up here. So I'm gonna do. This is a command seat. I can use some command abilities, so I can. I can change this bridge officer over to command. Get a suppression barrage 1 on it. Get a little bit of survivability there. Let's get a Do chemo 1 here. And for right now, I'll take advantage of that extra seat. Go. Two hangers and 4-3. Yes, it is. Fire Frosty, how's it going? You can do a grab well on this also. If you want some cooldown reduction, you can do a Photonic Officer 1. And I'm just gonna go hazard right there for right now. How's the turn rate on the Typhon? It's fine. It looks really good too. Like these ships all look really good visually. Lighting in this map isn't perfect, but let's get the tray set up here so I can take this in and level it up. I thought I'd change that. Yeah, the worst thing about new ships is going in and getting the trays all redone. Lots of things. It's a shame we can't kit bash the Solvi with the Premonition. Just bear with me. You guys know exactly how this is. To go in and drag everything back onto the build. And I know I should put the Vovin console on. I've realized that. Just getting this quickly put together to test it. The build's not going to be perfect today. That's something I can work on, you know, off stream. The point here is getting this to a point where it's usable enough that I can go in, level it up, test it out in some TFOs, things like that. Typhon Fortress mode. That just looks like a fun console. Is there a Phoenix event live right now? There should be. Oh, Temporal Disorder. Oh, I don't have that one. Zen Store is down? It's working for me. The new event has started also. I do not have... Or I don't really need to buy this out right away. Oh, trying to buy Zen. Okay, gotcha. I mean, it's up to you. It's Last Exile. It's really down to you. Do you want the accessories? The Art Game Store is down, yeah. Okay, let me fix traits. Wow, the traits are really screwed up. this is one of those times where, like, all of my traits, I should have swapped ships before loading to this one, because it's what it loaded me in here with is not great. Let's get area denial on. You do scramble fighters too, try to keep the pets alive. And for right now, we'll just leave IPO on because I'm going to swap that off in a little bit. Are the anniversary bundle ships fleet graded? Yes. I will buy the bundle because it also gives you 1 bill plus if you sell everything. Exactly, Michi. That was another incentive to me, is like you're getting the 9 experimental upgrades, and I can just sell those because I'm using my Phoenix obtained ones. Okay, we're going to go in now and level this up in an elite Argala. Yeah, Game Freaks, if you're listening, I don't really want to buy that out, even if it is bugged right now. Maelstrom fired. Bow towards red. May this be the new meta heavy tank? It'll be fine. I don't think it'll be the meta option. You know, I don't know enough about the pets yet to say, you know, if they're worth going for or not.
Their boss might come out of hiding. Keep concentrating fire on individual ships. Separate them and whittle down their numbers. We will not go quietly. You will stand down and surrender to the Benton Guard. Sensors are picking up small habitations in some of the asteroids, possibly consistent with Volpol's temporary hideout. We do what we want, where we want. Picked up a tight beam transmission on a new frequency.
Yeah, I mean, the Typhon's a capable little ship.
Now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
I'm going to turn Fortress mode on for the final group here.
I'm taking you with me.
Okay, here's Fortress mode. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I'll have to try it again. I think it bugged out on me. Because it turned itself right back off. I may just mess something up there. No. None of these ships that have released today are kit bashable with other ships. It's a toggle, yeah.
Thank you for your assistance, and welcome to this.
What is the full name of the POV and Omni Beam? It is Omnidirectional POV and Proton Beam Array. Just realizing my DOFs are also messed up. Let's get 24 on. Yeah, it's fine. Will the new teleport recharge universal console allowed to jump while the Typhon console is active? Yeah, we'll take a look at that. Do I have the Vovin on me here? Reclaim that. Yeah, I'll fire that off again here on the next map, Game Freaks. Let me grab the Vovin console. You can teleport in Fortress mode, okay. So the trait here is repurposed cargo bay hangar. Let me grab that. You're 10 minutes behind on the stream. Okay. We're going to go into the classic Infected the Conduit Elite public queue. And the idea here is just to get some idea on some of the performance numbers on these. I haven't used the Baltimore Raider console in a long time, so I don't really remember. And I think that console is bound to that ship. So. It is a chunky ship, yeah. Can I expand the trait for a second, please? Yeah. There you go. I have sat on.
Scanning the nanite transfer. Got it. Additional data available.
The actual technological and biological distinctiveness.
I'm moving slow.
The nanite probes can repair the transporters. Stop them. Probe is closing in on a transporter. Destroy it!
Someone used DOC. That's unfortunate. I am in Fortress mode. You can see some of the turrets going there. Yeah, when you're in this mode, you turn very slow. Corpse spread misfired there. And here is the Achilles console again. Corpse spread misfired for a second time. And Snow, your abilities do not like to activate. The trait Valkyries get sad.
Sensors confirm that the
Yeah, the
transport
fortress
convoy has
turret
been
seemed kind of
destroyed.
weak.
However, our scans of the
The Vogan
starbase
console would
are
help the
still being
Typhon, yeah?
disrupted.
Yeah,
We will need to send an away team there to look for
let's
survivors.
take a look at numbers. Yeah, Martin, I'm fine with that. As always, much appreciated. Okay, let's take a look at numbers here. So the elite Valor fighters did actually beat out my original Valkyries. That's surprising. They definitely benefited from the Credence console there. Yeah, I mean, so the elite Valor fighters in that initial test did fine. You know, this isn't a fully boosted up a carrier build yet, but they did fine. The console off the Achilles did 29k DPS for me there. You know, that's just the initial test, so I can't say that that's super impressive. The Enterprise that it summed in from the Premonition console, that did just shy of 24k. Steven, I'm gonna keep mispronouncing it just to make you happy. Martin with the 50 gifted memberships. Martin, very much appreciated, man. Emphasis on the first syllable. You know, Steven, me mispronouncing it gets more engagement. It's like, you know, when I talk about the Sagan command cruiser, it gets people really upset. They leave lots of comments. Each of those comments is more engagement. You know, that's just one test, so let's wait and what? I get it. You guys want me... Game Freaks, I saw. And someone's doing it here too. So it is certainly one of the best carriers in the game now. There's a second Achilles line? Oh. Parser? Yeah, let me check. Oh, okay, I see it. There's multiple lines. Okay, the Achilles console, that's much more impressive then. Yeah, that is much more impressive. The Fortress mode did also perform very poorly. What's happening there, the new event console doesn't have a cooldown, so you can just keep refreshing it. Like activating it to summon in another 4 copies of your ship. So I got a message about that from Game Freaks, but I did not feel like spending $25 to just be able to spam a console for the memes like that. Yeah, the new event console. This thing, the Temporal Disorder, doesn't have a cooldown. It doesn't have a cooldown, supposedly, so you can just keep spamming it. At least that's what I'm hearing. I don't have it to test myself. I don't particularly feel like spending 25 bucks to try that. But yeah, you can see here that there be Stowe website is struggling right now. There'd be a few entities in here. Dan, yeah. So the Pavin Omni, it gets fire at will when you hit CSV. HSC, okay. I got a call to take this into an HSC, so let's go in. Hive Onslaught Elite, public queue. When do I suspect we get the new Borg ship? I don't think it's going to be playable, but I think it'll probably be, you know, something in upcoming content. Martin, again, man. I've said a few times, but I really do appreciate that. Hive Onslaught popped, going in. So I know when the Zen store will be back up, can't buy Zen. A lot of people are having issues right now. Yeah, we're not getting a playable Fusion Cube. That is normally how it goes. Pay $25 to play with a bug before it gets fixed. No, it'll be some big boss. The question is, you know, how's it going to be set up exactly? I have not played with the Premonition yet. Have been focused on the Typhon so far. New TFO for the event, or what TFO for the new event is the fastest? The Hell with Honor. The new ships look really good. They're all in the C-store, so they're all really accessible. The models for them look really good. The Fortress mode isn't super impressive so far, but I'm going to go right into the middle of this hive, and we're going to see what happens. Wanted, thank you for the follow. I think the bundle looks to be quite fun. Yeah, the bundle looks really fun. And everything that I've played with so far has been fun. I'm gonna die here very soon. I gotta get out of here.
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and I will claim another.
Yeah, the Achilles console, I'm going to have to try that out in another patrol on its own just to get a better feel for it. In the items tab, the promotion unlock items. Today feels more hyped than some season releases do. We're testing the Valor fighters out still, but let's see how did they do here. So Fortress mode with me on a phaser setup with phaser isomags. Going into the center, the Fortress mode only did 20.5k, so unfortunately the Fortress mode just isn't really performing that well. Can I upload that? Yeah, congrats on the upload. Yeah, I'd say SAB is working with them. Yeah, you can even see like they're not that far behind my elite Valks here. Okay, so the elite Valor fighters, that's 2 TFOs in a row where the elite Valor fighters are actually outperforming my normal Valkyries. Time for dinner here in the UK. Well, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so it looks good, but the numbers wise, the Fortress mode is mediocre so far, yeah. Yeah, Surfing Penguin, exactly, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, honestly, I expected the Elite Valor fighters to not do as well as they are. I figured losing out on the second pulse cannon would probably hurt them, but they're actually doing pretty well. The Elite Valor fighters you can only get if you buy the entire bundle, and the spot to reclaim them is items, promotion, unlock items. That's where you claim both the Valor Hanger Pets and the Elite Force Phaser Sniper Rifle. 61k from Achilles Sum. That's pretty good. I had a question about the travel time for the Achilles consoles, so I've only been playing with the Typhon so far, but I do have the consoles from the other 2 ships on. If you buy the bundle camp, then yeah. If you buy the bundle, they're available in the C store to reclaim. Valor. Hey, I like mispronouncing things. Yeah.
The recent conflict at Jupiter Station.
So I'm going to fly over to these enemies, and I'm going to go into Fortress mode and just see how it does.
The is dead in space.
The damage from it's not super impressive. The event, so in your journal window, events, Robert. Okay, let's see how the Achilles travel time is against an enemy that's not going to die right away. So the Achilles console has quite a bit of travel time. In a higher damage environment, you might have trouble with them arriving to the target before the target dies. But for standard gameplay, you know, what most of you are doing, I think they'll be fine. Bad enemies? Yeah, I know. I want to see, does the fortress mode benefit from me hitting fleet power? Like, does it fire faster? Okay, here goes fleet power. No noticeable difference there. At least I don't think the rate of fire increased. Yeah, the Achilles console, again, that visually it looks really cool. So let me show that again. That is all these torpedoes firing out of my ship going towards the foes. Yeah. Yeah, Rick, I think the repurposed cargo bay hangars are going to be really good. Are phaser isomags consoles affecting the Typhon fortress mode damage? Let's take a look here. So right now I see 2046.2 if I take off a console. Yeah, the isomags do appear to be helping it. The isomags and the plus phaser does appear to have an impact. I'm just catching up on chat. I mean that's fine. It's not, you know, the Achilles dual miracle worker. You know, that of course means it's not going to compete with like the legendary Avenger, but still, as a $30 C-store ship, that's still pretty capable. Jeff, if you have no intention on picking up the entire bundle, then yeah. Have I tried the new console with SAD? I've tried the new trait. The standard price for the bundle is 12.5K. How does it compare to the Hydra? You know, that's going to depend on playstyle. Both of them are capable platforms. The Achilles, that is a bug with the no universal seat, so that will be fixed. That is something that they are aware of. Yeah, yeah. The Fortress Mode console off of the Typhon is locked to the Typhon because of the visual effects it has. How is the ground weapon? You know, a few people have asked about that. Let's go take a look at that. I have not looked at the experimental weapon on the Achilles in combat yet.
The enemy approaches.
Surfing Penguin, that's what I did initially. Ryoken, yeah, it looked like the pets were getting sad, yeah. Okay. Let me get that ground weapon. I have too much stuff in my inventory. It is a sniper, so don't expect too much. Jeff, I have not tested it yet. The campaign event is live, yes. Both PC and console have their next part of the event campaign up. So far, the Velours are performing better than my Valkyries, but I don't have like a full carrier setup yet that I've tested them on. Yeah, it's a sniper. Again, if you can line the targets up, you know, it's gonna go through and hit all of them in a line. But sniper rifles never are the top performers. It also looks like it's going and trying to hit their feet. Okay, there, that one was fine.
Janeway's trapped in transporter room 1. Go get her!
Yeah, if you can line up a group of enemies, it'll perform fine. They probably just vanished, Stuka. I don't think that animation's changed. Yeah, there's new ships live on PC right now. T, you know, that's going to be personal preference. I think the full bundle's good. You're getting a lot with it. You know, we have the Phoenix event live right now, which means you can take the experimental upgrades that come with this bundle and you can sell those on the exchange. And then you can just, you know, go in and grab some upgrades from the Phoenix event. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to sell these 9 experimental upgrades that came with the bundle, and I'll probably, you know, get a couple $100 mil out of that. Then I'll just use some upgrades from the Phoenix event. And then again, you know, that's like me getting almost 700 mil, I think, out of just selling these. So I think these are going for, yeah, like 70, 80 per. So, the thing, Lonnie, is Type 7s versus Valkyries, you know, versus any of the other fighters. Type 7s are the best supporting hanger pets, whereas when it comes to damage, you know, that's going to depend on what platform you're using. Technically, I think the ROM drone ships are the best hanger pets, but they're only usable on a few ships, so aside from those, you're looking at like these various fighter squadrons. Yeah. So I'm going to sell these in lots of 3, and we're going to go 2, 2, 4. Let's go like that. How do you claim the sniper rifle? If you go to the C store, go to items, promotion, unlock items, and both the pet and the sniper rifle are in that top item, and then right below that there's also the titles. Yeah, but the Valkyrie fighters and these Valor do benefit from SAT also. Okay. I'm going over to the Achilles next, yeah. Yeah, it's like the Telario, the Scimitar, the Valkys. Like, there's not many ships that can use those Romulan drone hangar bets, which is unfortunate because they are pretty good. Use more bank space about yesterday, yeah. So again, the Achilles is currently messed up. There's a bug with it where it is missing a universal console slot. They are aware of that, and that will be fixed. So just be aware. It is going to be getting, you know, that extra universal console slot in the future. I wish regular OG ground weapons would perform better. Okay, where's my Typhon at? Yeah, the Typhon console's only usable on the Typhon. Yeah, the Typhon comes with Valkyries in the hangars. Yeah, just rare Valkyries. Please check if the Hexa cannons are affected by firing modes. Probably not. Let's grab phaser cannons again. Let's swap this up. Let's do some radiolytics. People like radiolytics. And where is my wide arc? Pretty sure I have a phased wide arc on this character. There it is. And let's get a Maelstrom on it. I like the Maelstrom torpedoes. Love the look of the Achilles. Yeah, it looks really sharp. All these ships look really good. I haven't really looked at the Premonition much. And like, you know, stats wise, the Premonition's probably the one that has the least appeal for most of you. It is a science temporal spearhead, so science ships just naturally have less demand in this game. At least from most of the interactions I have with people. So the Typhon and the Achilles, I think, are going to be the two most popular here. The Typhon probably the most. Achilles could be so much better with just one hanger. Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I generally, I know some people like to recommend size ships, but I just I feel like for most people it's better for people to get started with like a traditional beam or cannon build. I just think that that's more effective for majority of players. So we're doing phaser on this. I'm gonna get some phaser isomags on it. Again, that's missing a universal console slot. That is no an issue, will be fixed. But in the meantime, let me get the rest of the build put together. So I need to get EPRM on here. PRM is always nice to have. Shield, I'm sorry, the frequency generator, get that on for some survivability. Power. And let's do Lorca. Yeah, the Premonition console's good, and I mean it's two pet summons, so that's also good to see. That is the Gemini. Let's get that on. Yeah, that's an issue that it has an extra. It's supposed to be Lieutenant TAC. It has a Lieutenant Commander in game. Is there a ship with a hangar and experimental weapon slot? Yes, there are. The Delkina, for instance. Rosie, how's it going? How's the Typhon as a beamboat? For any energy weapon build, the Typhon will work fine. Beam, cannon, both are going to work perfectly fine on it. Why does the Achilles have more psi than Inge when it was an advanced ship TAC focus? I don't know. Yeah, Legendary Akira, Norway. There's a lot of ships that have both a hangar bay and experimental weapon slot. Okay, and for the last console here, let's get the Voven one on. Where is that in my inventory? Okay, so how does it compare to a phaser cannon? So I see 14,000 by 6 on that, and then on the turret here, 1,200. So I mean, the number there is, pretty decent, but we'll have to see. Again, a big issue for experimental weapons that's been a growing trend, especially in the past 6 months with the amount of haste we've been getting, is that experimental weapons don't benefit from your weapon firing cycle haste, which has meant that, like, at a really high level, you've seen a lot of the really high-end builds moving away from things like the Delkina over to the VOD Jug, the Legendary Avenger, because at the really high performance levels, a 5-3 setup where you have that extra weapon benefiting from the haste has been performing better than the experimental weapons. So we'll see how this one performs. And of course, make sure to always turn your weapon power up to the maximum. The older Akira. Okay, so let's get this built out. Fine, to be honest. Do Director Beam Catapult 1 there. Here I can do a Torp Spread 3. Go. It's fine. And we'll do a Photonic Officer just for some redundancy with cooldown reduction. And here I'm just going to do Ox to Sif because the survivability certainly is going to hurt. Does it benefit from CSV? I can hit CSV and we can look at the tooltip to see. No. At least if it does, it's not showing it on the tooltip here. Voltic, how's it going? I think Heavy Destroyer has been used before. So I'm pretty sure it has. Yeah, we looked at the ground weapon already. All right, just bear with me. I'm setting up yet another tray. As many of you know, you will do this quite often in this game, especially whenever new ships come out. You gotta set the whole tray up for each of them. I've already went past some stuff. Kill for copy paste straight command. Arc store is working now. Again, you know, if you guys are picking Zen up, if you are one of the fortunate few that can go through the Epic Games Store, again, I would greatly appreciate it if you could use code CasualSAB at checkout. But remember, you can only buy through the Epic Games Store if you have a linked account. If you do not have a linked account, do not buy through them because you will not get any Zen and they don't like to do refunds. So make sure if you do buy through there, you're only doing it because you have a link. Long time no see. How's these new ships and goodies looking? They're looking good so far. Again, the experimental weapon hasn't been rerolled. I just don't have the salvage on me right this very minute. But act damage crit X is not the end of the world. Okay. I need to fix traits. I get the feeling I don't need SAD in some of these in on a ship that doesn't have a hangar bay. Okay. The last trait here. I'll just do ship with a line. Fine. Okay, here we go. Gonna level this up. Same thing. Gonna do an elite wanted or gala. One pass of elite or gala gets the ship up to tier 5. Peter, that can happen through any platform. That was an issue for a long time with people buying through Steam. There's people that buy through Arc and run into that issue. That's just an issue everyone will randomly deal with. Damn it. My Maelstrom is not supposed to be on auto fire, but every time I load in, he's putting it there. You can get your hands on the credence. Disco has gone.
You haven't. Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding. Keep concentrating fire on individual ships. Separate them and whittle down their numbers.
We will not go quietly.
You will stand down and surrender to the Benson Guard. Sensors are picking up small habitations in some of the asteroids, possibly consistent with bolt holes and temporary hideouts.
Yeah, the Achilles console's too slow there.
Where we want.
Picked up a tight beam transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
I'm taking you with me.
That's got them. Excellent work. We'll send over a pacification
I mean, this ship is
party
moving pretty
to
well.
take the suspect into custody.
The console off of it, if you use it, you need to
Thank
make
you
sure
for
you're
your
using it
assistance,
against a target
and
that is
welcome
going
to
to be alive for a couple seconds, or a bigger target. If you hit it against something that's about to die, you're not going to get as much out of it. Yeah, the tokens are tradable. Mine have not sold yet, no. Not buffed by haste, yeah, that's sort of expected. What's the passive on the Achilles console? So it's just the first two items there, the plus the power buff upon entering combat. All the other stuff that's on the tooltip is just other buffs on my build. I don't know why all of those are being listed on the console tooltip now. So the trait from this ship is angle on the bow. I'm not going to run this because that's going to be more of a torque boat trait. The Hexacannon also has considerable travel time. I wasn't paying enough attention there. Yeah, let's take a look at the parse. Okay, there. Oh, I'm like, where is it? It's okay. There it is. Let's try it out in a different. Let's do an infected and see what the numbers are like. I think it's a really fun bundle. The Typhon especially, you know, that's a really fun carrier platform. The Achilles here, I think, is a pretty solid do platform. It is currently missing a console, so it will get better when they fix that. But aside from that, do I think there will be a 35% bundle sale next month? I don't know what's going on with bundle sales. I do have the evolving console on, yes. It's been a long time since I've run Voice of the Prophet, Jeff, so I can't give you a solid answer there. I haven't used Voice of the Prophet in probably 2 or 3 years. The cost of the bundle is, with the sale, about $94. I think it's like 93.75 Zen. The debuff will last for 25 seconds. Yes, the fighters are bundle exclusive. Humor boy, how's it going? Yeah, that is the Typhon console.
The situation is grim.
Yeah, the visuals on everything in this are really good. Yeah, overall, this is, so far, from everything I've seen, it's a really solid bundle.
You will become one with the Borg.
Scanning the nanite transfer. Done. Additional data scale up. The nanite probes can
I
repair
forgot
the
to click off.
transformers. Stop them.
No. I don't have deuterium on my tray.
Probe is closing in on the transporter. Destroy it.
Disarm your weapons. You will escort us to your own world, where we begin assimilating your culture and technology.
Yeah, there's a 25% introductory sale on right now.
Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Yeah. Why do y'all PC players play so zoomed out? I think it's just personal
Sensors
preference.
confirm that the transwarp conduit has been destroyed. However, our scans of the starbase are still being disrupted.
They decided to just have them be fleet grade off the bat. I think that's perfectly fine, and these ships being fleet grade right off the bat means value wise they're a little bit stronger value wise in the C store. Can I upload this one as well? Yeah, I can upload that. Okay, let's take a look at the analysis. Them's be some strong experimental weapons there. Damn. I was not expecting that. I did not expect to have the experimental weapon be my top damage line there. With the bundle, you get all of them. And if you want the new pets or the Elite Force 2 phaser sniper rifle that they put in, you have to buy the bundle. That's them's be some strong cannons there. Yeah, that is certainly much stronger than Voice of Prophets or whatever. That is a contender for new top experimental weapon if that continues to perform like that. Which do I think is the best trade in the bundle? Hands down, it's got to be the Typhon one. That's basically a third bay. You know, that is a third hangar bay, and it's Valkyrie fighters. Yeah, these aren't even remodded. Oh, back to the phaser meta. Disco Lexia, thank you for the follow. Is it buffed by phaser consoles? Let me take an isomag off and okay, salty, that sounds good. Gotta remod it. Yeah, I'll have to go down and get some salvage. Did the cannon get firing mode? No. No, the cannon just did its own thing. Jim? Well, I mean that's performing comparable, like right there, to what I'd expect from the plasma bombardier. So I don't think it's necessarily back to the phaser, phaser as like the meta overall option. But I think if you're on a phaser build, this is certainly a contender to be the top experimental weapon for you if that performance continues to hold up. So I'm going to remove an isomag and we're going to see what happens here. It's 14.261. 13. So the isomag was impacting it there. The cannons just fire on their own. If you buy the bundle, in order to claim the ground weapon or the hanger pets, it is in items, promotion unlock items, and then you just claim that twice to get 2 bays of the pets. And you can reclaim that as many times as you want to go in and put that ground weapon on whatever bridge officer you want it on or whatever. Yeah. Looks like the bundle is worth purchasing. Yeah, I mean it's a ton of fun content. Is it the phaser or yeah, that's a good point. So let's take off different console here. And I need something that just gives me a phaser buff. Do I have like agony? Okay. So right now, 14261. So it did not get a damage buff from that phaser console. What about, do I have another one here? I have another plus phaser console. Yeah, that's a good point. I can just take my ants off. The immolating phaser lance, the damage buff from that did buff it up, yeah. And let's see, Domino. Domino did not buff it, but the immolating phaser lance did. So not all phaser buffs are actually impacting it. Maps are laggy. This game always has issues with server performance. That's something I would greatly like to see them work on, moving forward. But that is just a given right now with the game, is that it's going to have server performance issues. Items, and then promotion unlock items, just like with the 14th bundle. So yeah, not all phaser buffs are actually impacting it. Yeah, it's when you use a control, it holds your phone. Sorry, I'm just responding to a message here. It's an awesome model. Like it more and more I see it. Yeah, this legitimately looks really good. So I'm gonna go down and re-roll that experimental weapon because that didn't even have like proper modifiers on it. So I'm gonna re-roll it to crit damage. Get some high-performing modifiers on it. So let me just grab some random crap to salvage. Yeah, the new bundle dropped. Salvaged. Good. Done this before. Achilles better than legendary Akira. That's going to depend on your playstyle. Yeah, and the Heroian Hunter has a remastered visual also, apparently today, so need to remember to take a look at that. But for right now, let's hop into a Hive Onslaught Elite public queue and see how the cannons perform. Yeah, public queue HSC. Maybe some gamble later. I've got my upgrades posted to the market, so we'll see. How did the hunters sell? I've got most of them tossed into a bank still, but I did sell enough to cover that one that I accidentally bought for 190. Which rarity of Phoenix Prize tokens? Ultra rare. Yep, so definitely you guys make sure to take advantage, pick up some of these nice experimental upgrade tokens from the Phoenix store. Just remember that the Phoenix obtained T6X upgrades are bound to you, so you can't sell them. Yeah, I think the Achilles is going to be a very, very popular ship. You know, the Gagarin has been a solid platform for people getting into the game at a more budget level, and for due platforms, I anticipate the Achilles is going to probably fill that niche better moving forward. Dave, how's it going? Is the Allied pilot bundle any good? It's okay, but I think the ships are a little bit dated at this point, and I'd say if you want to get one specifically for a trait, then just buy that ship.
You will find clarity. You will have strength of purpose. You will be.
Trying to get everything activated can be a pain sometimes.
Rear shield failing. Target shield has failed.
I should not have hit that console right there.
Fore shield failing. Right shield failing. Left shield failing. Rear shield failing. Hull integrity below 50%.
Yep. The triple test map has been broken for like a year. I don't think they ever fixed it. I haven't checked in like a month though. I did not have enough survivability on for the amount of threat that I took.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
Where you guys going?
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and
Oh,
I
I'm
will
dead.
claim another.
Oh no. Oh, I can still launch. I could use the Achilles console while dead. I don't know where those torpedoes went though. Yeah,
Did you
feedback
think
pulse.
You have destroyed me.
Feedback pulse and no psi. So, rip.
Warning.
Two deaths in there sort of hurts that for testing, so. Let's take a look. Numbers. For Mark to Chief, it did well for you. For me, it did not have as much of an opportunity to actually go off because I was dead. On to the next queue. Let's get some more data. But yeah, so far the experimental weapon off of this does seem to be one of the strongest in the game, and some phaser buffs are impacting it, but not all. Busy playing dead that run? Too much. One thing that sucks about Stowe is your abilities don't reset upon finishing a TFO. So if you want to be able to use like your fleets or some of your bigger buffs, like your rep abilities, it can be a nice up to 5-minute wait between TFOs to get those all back. That's a fun thing with this game. But I'm just gonna skip waiting. We're gonna go into a cure found elite public queue. How much is the projectile pen skill in percent? Oh, that's a good question. Plus 20 shield pen. I think that'd be what, like 10, 20%? Not a ton. I think it's more about the debuff. The Cheval. 10%, okay. Thank you.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shield failed.
That side just melted.
Four shields failing.
You will become one with the Borg.
Target shields have failed. Four shields failing.
Yeah, the Achilles looks great.
Four shields failing. Rear shield failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Warning. Ship is under attack.
From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
Target's shields have failed.
Yeah. Yeah, the Achilles, great. What's the lowdown on this bundle? I think it's a really fun bundle. The Achilles, good performer. It is currently missing a console, which they're aware of and are going to fix. The experimental weapon on it's performing quite well. The console from it's pretty nice visually, and the damage from it seems to be rather decent in most of the content I've done so far. The Typhon, that's a really good TAC carrier platform right in the C store. It's got a starship trait on it, which is a third hangar bay, and the pets it summons in are advanced Valkyrie fighter squadrons. The console off it is also quite fun, but the performance from the console has been a bit lackluster so far, but it is fun visually. And for the Premonition console is a summon, also does have some firing cycle haste on it. I think if you're a player interested in the summon type builds where you like to have as many pets on the map with you as you can, the Premonition console will be nice. If you're a PvP player, most of the PvP groups you run with will probably ban the trait from the Premonition. But for the Premonition itself, I don't think that ship is performance-wise as impressive as the other two. If I was not getting the entire bundle, I would just go for the Achilles and the Typhon. But I do think that there is appeal to getting the entire bundle because you're getting a T6 coupon with it, 9 experimental upgrades, which you can sell on the exchange to get some EC. I mean, overall, I do think the bundle's pretty solid. My thoughts are, I think all these ships look good. They've done really good with them. Stu will love that console because it summons in the Enterprise. It summons in 2 of them. Yeah. Well, if you buy the bundle, you're also getting the Elite Velour Hanger Pets on account-wide unlock. So you're getting Elite Hanger Pets account-wide. Like, that is an incredible value because Elite Hanger Pets are traditionally rather expensive to obtain. You want to go pick up Elite Valkyrie Fighter Squadrons, that's 100,000 fleet credits and like 40k to lithium per bay. And with this bundle, you know, you're going in and you go to items, promotion, unlock items, you can reclaim those elite hanger pets on every character. And in the limited testing I've done so far, these elite Valor, however you pronounce them, fighters, they are actually performing quite well. Yeah, elite hanger pets on account-wide unlock. I was getting better performance out of the elite Valor fighters than I was the original Valkyrie fighter squadrons. Now, for other builds, your command Kodai might still be better, but it's hard to beat something you're getting on account-wide unlock, because this means you can have some really solid pets on your other characters without needing to, you know, go and spend 1 to 200k fleet creds and, you know, 40 to 80k dill. That's pretty good value. Okay, congrats on the epic token. So, a reminder, there's a Phoenix event live on PC right now. So if you're buying this bundle, you know, just go get your upgrade tokens through the Phoenix store and sell the experimental upgrades that the bundle comes with. Get yourself like 600-700 mil EC out of that, and then, you know, just use the Phoenix obtained ones to upgrade the ships. With all we got in recent times, all of our alts can have good carrier builds. There we go. Another 25 experimental upgrades for me. Parse of the 2, yeah. Sorry. So in that cure we just did, the experimental weapon, it wasn't the top damage line, but still, that was above my Terran cannons. Are the ships faction locked? If you have the cross faction flying unlock, you can use these on any faction. For instance, my character here that I've been testing these ships out on, this is a Romulan aligned to the KDF side. So if you have cross faction flying unlocked, any faction can fly any ship. So yeah, the experimental weapons continue to just perform amazingly well. Truly, like these experimental weapons are doing well. The console off of the Achilles, it has multiple damage lines, so you do have to add them up, but it's performing pretty well. The Enterprise that I summoned in with the Premonition console, that's been a bit more hit and miss. I think if you're on a build that is more optimized for buffing up all the stuff that you're summoning in, you're going to get some pretty decent performance out of it. But on a build that doesn't have all of those types of buffs, the performance isn't going to as much be there for the Premonition console. Sandor, what kind of engineering consoles am I using on the Typhon? At the time I used isomags, but I think if I was going to fully properly set that chip up, I would be using the advanced engineering hangarcraft transmission consoles. Yeah, Lonnie, they explicitly set those tokens up so that they cannot be downgraded. That was a way to prevent you from just spamming new characters and getting infinite upgrades. Nice. Okay. So again, the Achilles, the console, and the experimental weapon are both good on it. The ship itself is good. You know, this is a fleet grade ship right out of the box from the C store. The Typhon, really good also. I think the entire bundle's pretty good pickup. God of Rage, they should. Um, Mark, I don't have an answer right now for that. I don't think anyone. The issue with hanger pets is most of like the top stuff doesn't really factor in the hanger base as much, so I think a more carrier focused evaluation is going to need to be figured out for that. But I imagine for a carrier build that should be a top 7 trait. Spinobi, no, I tried that out already. I think the entire bundle's worth it because if you buy the entire bundle, you're getting the elite hanger pets from the Typhon, the Valors. You're getting the elite those elite pets on account-wide unlock. So elite hanger pets reclaimable in the C store for every character on your account. Best build for Credence is going to be a CSV setup. The answer is, if you're wondering what the best build is for a ship, if it can run dual heavy cannons, it's the answer CSV. Like, CSV is just a really high-performing firing mode. Yeah, they're good pets. They were outperforming my elite Valkyrie fighter squadrons. Oh, and here we have the remastered Tyrojan Hunter skin. So let's look at this in the trailer. Tyrojan Type 4. It's looking good. Oh, I can see through it here. No more mud bundle sale? I don't know. Oh no, if Pundus is still here, but I'll send that to him. You can see through the ship. Yeah, absolutely. I at this point, like I said, this is a ship from a decade ago. It's not involved in the current storyline, so the Heroic Hunter is absolutely. I refuse to believe it's not getting a T6 upgrade. I don't see any other reason for there to have been a change. The thing with the Typhon console is the Typhon console is locked to it. So the other two consoles off the Achilles and the Premonition can be used on anything, but the Typhon does have that limitation. I mean, technically, you know, there is the Cheval. I know it's not fully in the Dakir line, but similar, right? I have not looked at the Nova remasters in game yet. I don't think I have a Nova on this character. Okay, let's look at the Premonition. So I'm not going to spend as much time with the Premonition because to me this is the most lackluster of the three ships. Like the other two ships I think are really good performance-wise, but this one just doesn't really do much for me with regards to its performance. But let's take a look at the bridge officer setup on this thing. So you've got a commander psi with temporal, lieutenant commander universal with temporal, lieutenant Inge, ensign psi, and a lieutenant commander tac. Yeah. I just, it's not that it's a bad ship. It's like what you guys are saying. Like the Chekhov came out, 5-6 months ago, and the Chekhov. Let me pull that back up here. Like the Chekhov, that's got Intel and Temporal on it. The Chekhov is able to run dual heavy cannons, and I believe the Premonition, if I saw that right, it doesn't have the ability to run dual heavies. I just, yeah, the missing Uni console's a bug. The Premonition, it's not bad. You can make it work, but the Chekhov is there in the C store, and the Chekhov is better performance wise. So if you are looking to do a do-psi type of build, the Chekhov is just going to be a much more capable platform for that. Did the blog say? Yeah, it's just not even in there at all. So there's the lack of ability to run DHCs on the ship is an oversight, in my opinion. I think it should be able to use dual heavies, but unless you just really like the visuals of the Premonition, I just don't see why you'd go for that over like the Chekhov. And I'll confirm that. Yeah, cannot put DHCs on. Yeah, yeah. Dual beam Mank Fa setup is perfectly viable if that's what you want to do. There's not a full proton build lying around, Captain MD. There's protonic polaron weapons, but they are probably the worst weapons in the entire game right now. I picked a set of them up, and the damage numbers that I was getting fully buffing them up was like low hundreds DPS. Like it was legitimately the worst weapons I've ever used. So yeah, the protonic polaron, not great. The Palvin Omni from the event earlier this year is good, but that's pretty much it for proton weaponry right now. Yeah, I'd go for this bundle. This is a really good bundle. The Premonition does look really sharp. It's got that nice blend of Sovereign and like Vesta components to it. Yeah, Fire at Will should have a 15-second, like global cooldown, like you see with the other firing modes, and we should have a better firing mode extender for it. Yeah, it's a really good looking ship, but again, the stats side of it, this is very much when it comes to the stats. This is the weakest ship in the bundle. The other two ships are excellent, but this one, again, lackluster. The top part is it's a temporal drive, because this ship could go through time or something, I think. The exclusive hanger pets to the bundle are performing very well, and one of the reasons that I do recommend going for the bundle, if you're interested in the Typhon and the Achilles, because though those hanger pets, again, those are elite hanger pets that you're getting on account-wide unlock that you don't have to spend fleet credits and dilithium to get on each of your characters. Yeah, I have Armada 1 and 2. I picked them up recently with the GOG summer sale. I just haven't played them. I played, when I was younger, I played a lot of the Star Trek games that were on the PlayStation 2. But I think Armada and Armada 2 were just PC, right? So the Achilles console and the Premonition console are both unlocked. You could use them on any ship. The Typhon console is locked to the Typhon, though, because the visual effects it has are specifically set up for that ship. Ray, how's it going? It's going well. This new bundle's been pretty solid, to be honest. These are really good elite hanger pets. Like the elite hanger pets you get from buying the entire bundle are, again, they're pretty solid, and getting them on account wide unlock, they work well with SAD. The Miracle Worker Vodwar Jug, I mean, that's like the top do platform. It's just can you handle piloting it? Yeah. I mean, Sandor, you can do that and then use the trade off the Typhoon to buff or to get some pet damage out. These pronunciations are killing you? Yes. It's my Iowa education, okay? Yeah, the Typhoon, certainly a bit of a smaller ship. It's not that big one you'd seen on some like fan renderings. This is, again, it's a pretty small ship. Cypher, that entirely depends on the situation. There are some situations where the command Kodai perform really well. The Elite Valkyries. SAD is superior area denial. It is the starship trait off of the mirror angle strike wing escort, which is available as an account-wide unlock through the 12th anniversary bundle. So this trait gives your pets fire at will and cannon scatter volley when you hit, fall, or CSV on your build, and it also upgrades your weapons to apply a debuff. Do I have the Section 31 Vandy for the Typhoon? Yes, I actually do. I did pick that up, so I'll have to go down to ground to get it. But here's the Platinum Vandy Shield from the 10th anniversary. Typhon is the carrier brick that I have here. Typhoon is the near forgotten battleship from the early years of SO. Rosie, I have not, but I am aware that the event console is currently busted and has no cooldown, meaning you can just sit there and spam it to get infinite copies of your ship. I'm gonna have to grab the Vandy Shield from the bank. Okay, so you guys want Section 31, and I know someone's gonna say Baul, so let's do them. I do have a couple others here, so let me just preemptively get these out. I like the Lucari Rep Vandy Shield. I think that one, you know, looks quite nice. Someone is hitting the event console, or yeah, the Lucari does that nice Tron effect on your ship. It's like those blue outlines and then grayish material. So Section 31 and Baul are the most popular. Here is Baul. It very much depends on like what the playstyle is. There are people that I have talked to where after, you know, talking to them, I've been like, yeah, go for the entire bundle. It depends on what playstyle people are going for. Like if you don't have the Lafayette, and you were interested in setting up like a support build, then going for the entire 14th bundle would make sense because the Lafayette's included in that. You know, I think it's just really a matter of you looking at what your playstyle is, what the items are from that bundle, and seeing, you know, what's going to help you out. Will be the Torp trait be near meta? I don't know. That's going to require some testing, and I'm not going to have a Torp build set up to try that trait out on today. So here is Section 31 on the Typhon. Cheops, buy the bundle. And remember to use code CasualSAB. Yeah, console players, remember, this bundle's going to be dropping middle of August. So let me pull the blog back up. This bundle is live on PC today, obviously, and it's going to be dropping on console August 22nd. And, you know, again, I do think that the entire bundle's worth it. The Typhon and the Achilles are both really good ships. They have really good accessories. The Premonition, again, it's not bad. It's just that there are better options in the C-Store, like the Chekhov. The Premonition would be in a stronger position if it could use dual heavy cannons. As a science spearhead, it is a bit weird that it cannot. But the console off the Premonition is also summoning in 2 Enterprise Fs to help you out in combat, so that may appeal to some of you that are doing a pet summon build. And the Premonition trait, if you're a PvP player, you're going to be writing some strongly worded letters to Cryptic on the forums. The account-wide bundle exclusives, again, getting Elite Hanger Pets account-wide, that's pretty damn good. How much is Cryptic paying me? I wish. Still can't get over how disappointing the anniversary bundle is this year. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, the ships in the anniversary bundle are fine. Like, I don't regret buying the 14th bundle at this point, but I just think that it was such a letdown that the bundle exclusive ship that they put in, that Tal Shiar one, that they couldn't even bother to unlock the console on it, to give us some sort of use out of it, or the console, unlock the console set. It's just some minor changes to that ship where its accessories would have helped a lot. Yeah. Neither Cryptic or Deca are paying me. I just think the bundle's good. Spencer's bot farm pays Spencer. Terrible chips. I think at the sale price, it's fine. Again, the Typhon and Achilles, both great accessories. The Premonition, okay accessories. And then the account-wide unlocks. I've said this a few times, but these hanger pets are currently outperforming elite Valkyrie fighter squadrons. And you get to infinitely reclaim them right from the C-store when you get this bundle. So all of your alt characters that you want to set up a carrier build on, you can go right into the Zen store, go to the items, promotion unlock items tab, and reclaim these as much as you want. What is the trait on the Premonition? It's when you use a control, it applies an AoE healed at the target location. Yeah, Valor are literally Valkyrie Mark IIs. Absolutely, yeah. And yeah, the sellable tokens. Yeah, exactly. I've got mine up, but I think a lot of people have the same idea, so they've been undercut. Jeff, I know, it's the pets have been surprising. Here's Safe Galaxy. Oh, the Safe Galaxy Vanity Shield is just hideous. It hurts. This gives me the same type of reaction as what you'd see Triz have to the Slime Devils. Sandor, thanks for stopping by. There's the medical Vanity Shield that I know some people ask about. It depends on what you're doing, P-Cubed. If you're trying to do a carrier where you're buffing up the pet damage, then absolutely, they're pretty decent hanger pets. What else do I have here? Shrike. Yeah, this isn't really... Dr. Chris, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, the Slime Devils is the green and pink one. I don't know if I have the Fekir one. I don't. Yeah, that's an issue for me, is I don't have heaps of Vanity Shields. The Bozeman Titan one, I don't know. I think with this ship, I like the stock appearance. You can't do that, Choka, because this is a new ship and the event campaign coupons traditionally cannot be used to acquire brand new ships. Now, I would be surprised if they let that through. Stock with Type 7 is awesome. What is the price of the bundle? With the introductory sale, it is $93.75. I haven't checked that, Mark. If you have no promo or lockbox ships, what would you pick for the event campaign? I think I said the Mirror War ship. The Mirror War ship just has such a really solid trait that is easy to keep up. The Immolating Phaser Lance is the DPRM 2-piece was not. You know, we're gonna have to get like a group effort done on that to figure out what is boosting and what isn't. Because I don't have every phaser boosting item on this character. Martin, much appreciated, man. What am I drinking? Water. I haven't even had coffee today. Garth, thank you for the follow. Let's do another TFO with the Typhon. Typhoon. How do you pronounce it? Is it Typhon or Typhoon? I've heard both. I've heard people try to correct me both ways. Okay, let's do another Infected. Public queue. Infected Space Elite. I'm going to be trying out the toys on the ship here. Typhon. Okay. Typhon. Thank you. Again, public queue Infected the Conduit Elite. Oh, it's Mark the Chief. You like my pronunciation of Sagan? Would you say the Immolating Phaser Lance is still the go-to for keeping up UD? Yeah, it's still really good for that. If you want something that is, you don't have to think about it, then the Crystal Prism is just, you just spam bar it and it's always going to keep UD up. But if you know, don't mind the timing of the Phaser Lance, then that works really well. Is turret build viable on it? Yeah, absolutely. Whichever gets the most interaction. Oh.
The situation is grim.
Look at that third bay of hangar pets. Love it. It is small. It's a small ship. Veritas, thanks for stopping by.
Scanning the nanite transformer. Gun. Additional data is available.
Target shield has failed. 4 shields failing.
The nanite probes can repair the transformers. Stop them!
4 shields failing. Rear shield failing. Right shield failing. Left shield failing. Four shields failing. Rear shield failing.
You will become one with the war.
Four shields failing. Target shield has failed.
Both the simulators are still up. No.
Sensors confirm that the transwarp conduit
Small
has
but
been
strong.
destroyed. However, our scans of the starbase corrupted.
Lem?
We will need to send an away
Yeah, I
team
think on the
there to
right
look
build,
for
the
survivors.
Premonition console is going to do pretty well. On an average build, it's not really boosting up pets and summons like that. You're not going to get as much from it, but definitely on a build more optimized for that, I think it's going to do well. The Achilles experimental weapon can be used on any ship that can take an experimental weapon. Cars from the pets. Yep, let's take a look. Okay. So the Elite Valor fighters, again, those are above the Valkyries by a pretty significant amount. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Subspace Jumper. Yeah, Retribution, that's a known bug. It was just an oversight. The devs are aware of it, and we'll get it fixed. Yeah, the Elite Valor fighters for me are consistently performing like 50% better. Yeah. So on a full carrier build, I think these Valor pets are going to be really, really good. Hydra or Adamant with the Hex Cannon could be lit. Yeah. I think, yeah, especially if you're a phaser player, this entire bundle's got to be very appealing to you. Try the debuff pets on this? Yeah, we can do another TFO. I'll do one bay of the Type 7s. I'll have to leave a map to put those on. Surprisingly not. The Hex Cannon is the experimental weapon off of the Achilles. Yeah, they haven't removed the erosion from the T5 box yet. Okay, let's give the Type 7s a run there. Command Code Eyes, if you're able to get the Command Inspiration abilities off more in a run, you'll get a lot more from those than the normal Valkyries typically. What is the fastest TFO for the new event? The Hell with Honor. Starbase one's the easiest to do because it's, you can just go in there with the Nadarian and not move. But okay, let's do a Cure Found Elite public queue. Gonna try the Type 7s out against, the new Valor fighters. The Valor fighters are obviously going to win out. It's just a question of really how much do the Type 7s buff them up. I don't have a build set up to fully buff up the command code eyes. That's something I was working on. That I started working on about 2 weeks ago. I just never fully set it up.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shield has failed.
So the center is pretty much dead already. Over here.
Your defensive capabilities are unable to withstand us. Lower your shields and await assimilation.
Target's shields have failed. Rear shield failing. Left shield failing.
So Fortress mode is currently on and it slows me down quite a bit. I think this versus Legendary Battlecruiser depends on what you're doing. If you're chasing like min-max DPS, Legendary Battlecruiser. If you're looking for something that's going to present you with some new fun things to do in the game, this bundle. I wish my Maelstrom would stop misfiring. Yeah, performance-wise, Legendary Battlecruiser. You're looking to have some fun, do some new things in the game, this bundle. Okay, let's take a look at the numbers. Resident Shock, of course, did really well there. That's surprisingly not that big of a gap between these two pets. I think that may have just been that's just RNG. Yeah. Look like a nebula. Are you talking about this effect? I guess that wasn't really purple, but that is the Voven console. This is the Credence console here. Yeah, this might have been what you were talking about. Yeah, definitely further testing required. It might have been the Credence console you saw. One thing that, with them doing this stuff to give us the third hangar bay, one negative thing that I'd say is that a lot of the content that some of the recent additions, like Fleet Power Network Array, the dilithium console off the Credence, they're meant to buff up your pets quite a bit also, but my criticism there would be they're capped to only buff up to 12. And if we're going to continue to get more hanger pet items like this that are giving us more hanger bays, it would be nice if those abilities could be boosted up to make sure that they are actually buffing up all of the pets that we could potentially have. That would be like one criticism. Bovin's console clicky makes the crew take a smoke break. Anything in the bundle interesting? I mean, I think the ships are interesting. The pets from the bundle are also interesting. And you get this, you know, really immersive ground weapon if you're an Elite Force fan. Yes, Godel, we got to make him stronger. We got to buff up all 40 plus pets with the additional firing cycle haste. Well, you know, I just think, okay, putting an unlimited, you know, cap out there, or like just unlimited, no cap, that might be a bit far with how far people are pushing things. But it's just making those builds competitive, because even if you put up one of those builds with 300 plus pets or whatever, like you're talking about there, you know, they're not, even with that, they're not going to match the performance of like a proper, you know, weapon-based build or proper EPG build. Like those builds need to be able to buff up the stuff that they're summoning in, and a restriction of 12 just ain't allowing for that. Yeah, I mean, doubling, tripling it, I think would be good. But 12 right now. What promo ship should I pick up with the free one we are getting from the event this year? What is your play style? That's the big question. 24 would cover most good pet builds. Yeah, so buff up the Credence console, the Fleet Power Network Ray. Take them up to 24, 36 pets. Just 12 ain't enough. You know, I've got 18 now with the trade-off the Typhon. And if I put the 4-piece on from the Vovin, you know, if I was to go that far, that's another +8. Over on the forums is where they are currently recommending you report bugs. Whether or not it'll be seen on the forums, that's questionable. Okay. This game has official forums. I know, right? Let's do another Hive Onslaught Elite public queue. Just trying the pets out some more. Yeah, the Dyson bundle, I think that would have been a lot more appealing for people if the low B obelisk had been in there. Probably still do that. Nick has had some real life stuff going on. I don't know when he intends to get back to doing videos.
Join us. Become one with us.
Target's shields have failed.
Dude. Yeah, when you're in fortress mode, you are very slow. And then you speed up massively when you come out of it.
Core shields failing. Rear shield failing. Right shield failing. Left shield failing. Core shield failing. Rear shield failing. Right shield failing. Hull integrity below.
I'm pulling some threat now. Oh.
Core shield failing. Target shields have failed.
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and I will claim another.
Fortress mode, is it like flipping the jellyfish? There's some like effect changes to
the end.
Typhon itself, so that's why the console is not usable on other ships. Yeah, let's look at the numbers. Okay. So the Enterprise did pretty well there, especially with the additional debuff from the Type 7s, about 30k. So, I mean, the Enterprise, which was the summon from the Premonition console, did as much as my one of my hangar bays. The Valor fighters did well, almost a little bit over 2 times what my Type 7s did, and the Advanced Valkyries were in between. So the Valor fighters that you get from the bundle are, from everything I've seen so far, I think about 50% better than traditional Valkyries under SAD. So on the full carrier build, I'd be curious to see what those numbers would be like. I'm gonna have to grind out some of the phaser hangar consoles. I've got Disruptor and Plasma sets, but I never bothered with phaser. Is DPRM worth it? I think it's a good console to have access to. There is alternatives out there nowadays, like adaptive emergency systems. That is a bit more accessible. So, I mean, if you're going for that mods bundle, I think that's a good option. I wouldn't burn an event campaign pick on the DPRM though. How the debuff compare? The Type 7s, whenever they hit, they always are going to have a really strong debuff. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at some messages. Noskin Stinger fighters are almost the same, or are the same as the bundle pets. I haven't looked at those. In a long, long time. And of course, as soon as I click in, that's when timing. Yeah, I would go DPRM nowadays. I would only go for through the mods bundle. It's not passive. It's just crystal prisms, which you can get from the muds market. The crystal prism console that has like a 15-second recharge, so you can easily just put that on your spam bar and keep it up. Razor Lance is a little bit better. We'll do like 3 to 4 times the damage. But with Phaser Lance, as you get to the end of it, like after like 6-7 charges, it can sometimes be a bit iffy. Noskin Stingers. I mean, they're not the same. At least not. So, I know I've got the elite version of these Valor pets on, but let's do a side by side. Okay, so the Noskin Stingers here, they've got Disruptor Pulse Cannons, Photon Torpedo, and they have a high yield one. Whereas the Elite Valors here, they've got, a Beam Ray, Phaser Turret, so it's not even a Pulse Cannon. Okay, so it's Phaser Beam Ray, a Phaser Turret, and Photon Torpedoes. They will use High Yield 2 and Emergency Powered Weapon 1 abilities. So it's, look at the Elite. Okay. Pull up the wiki. Okay, yeah, you're right. They had a lot on with the Elite ones. Okay, I get what you're saying. So it's Phaser, first Disruptor. Do I think this new bundle is worth it so far? Yeah. Like, these pets may be copies of those Noskin Stinger fighters, but these Valor fighters, account-wide unlock, reclaimable. You don't have to spend the dilithium and the fleet credits to get them. So, yes, they are a copy-paste, just different damage type. But if you want these Elite Noskin Stinger fighters, that's 100,000 fleet credits and 38,000 dilithium ore per bay. Whereas with these new fighters, if I want them on a new character, let's say I want to get them on this character here. I can go right into the C store, go to items, promotion unlock items, claim. So the difference is, if those are the pets you want to go for, you can use the T6 coupon to get that Noskin ship. Yes. You can use a T6 coupon and have a cheaper entry cost, but the cost over time. And, again, there's other stuff in this bundle that's really good. Is the Orion Blackguard flight deck carrier worth picking up? So that's a Silic variant. It's good if you're setting up like a support build. The Silic and the associated platforms like the Blackguard are the top option right now because of the console they have. But I think carrier wise, the Typhon maybe another one to take a look at. But I mean, the Silic, Blackguard, those are 5-3 setups. So that's personal preference. Do you want to have the full command setup that the Typhon has, or would you rather the 5-3 that the Blackguard and Silic have? Fortress mode does have a timer of 30 seconds. This is the bus. I would say this is the best non-legendary bundle we've had in the past year, yeah. I have not done anything with the size ship other than play with the console because the size ship, I mean, I looked at it visually, but I haven't flown it around because the size ship just is the most underwhelming of the bunch. The other two ships are really great, and then the Premonition comes in, and the stats on it are just not really that great. What category does the Enterprise J summon count for the Hydra console? Is that the console or the trait? I didn't even have that on for this. Okay. So let me summon in, or let's get some pets out. It's a sniper. Yeah, it's a lesser version of the Chekhov, exactly. The issue, I mean, those pets are free, but they're not that great. If you want cheap pets that are good performers with SAD, then you just go for rare Todouge, because they're like 25k EC per from the vendor. Rare Todouge fighter squadrons. Okay, so what buff do these pets get from the Enterprise J? None, because it appears that the Hydra trait does not work with the Enterprise J that you summon in. Or not J, the Enterprise F. I don't know why. I read someone said J, and I should have made a pot of coffee this morning. Yes, the Enterprise F that you summon in does not work with the Hydra trait. The Enterprise Z. I read the initial message and didn't even think about it. Okay? Yeah, Enterprise F. Enterprise F. Having a brain fart today. The ship is small. The ship is small. It's not a very large model. Let's do some size comparisons here again. Is it a good carrier trait? Yeah, absolutely. So as you can see, this is a smaller ship. There's an advanced escort here, Hydra. So this is very much a smaller ship. The ships are good. Ships are good. I have no idea. Let's see what the premonition's like size-wise. I'm not going to do a build on the premonition right now, but I just want to get an idea for size. What about the Enterprise K? And this is also a smaller ship. It's like a blend between a Sovereign and a Vesta. Not that much larger than a Hydra. Vandy shields? Yeah, so I know some of you want to see probably like Section 31 Vandy on this and Baul. Baul. No special bridges? Yeah, they don't do special bridges anymore. If you want survivability, James, the Lucari ship there has the Protomatter field projector. Really good AoE heal. Very strong. Here's Section 31 on it. Yeah, you can just get the Sulabon cell ship and then put that cell ship bridge on every ship you have. So the bridge officer layout on the Premonition is Commander Psi Temporal, Lieutenant Commander Uni with Temporal, Lieutenant Commander Tack, Lieutenant Inge, Ensign Psi. So it's a weaker bridge officer setup than the Chekhov. What other Vandy shield here? I don't have a ton of them, but let's see. Strike. No, no. The Strike Vandy shield be a bit rough. Here's the Lucari rep one. Adds those blue lines to the ship. I think when you look at this closely, I mean, it's fine, but I don't think it's really a match for this ship. The console from the Premonition is Gemini device, passive 20% Cat 1 exotic damage. Blicky is going to summon in 2 copies of the Enterprise F and give you 20% weapon firing cycle haste for 30 seconds. Yes, the new fighters from the bundle are better than the Valkyries. Yeah, I think if you were going to customize this, probably just do it with the options down the Taylor. Yeah, lots of haste everywhere. So it does have its own special material, Premonition. Vector, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so the Premonition. Nice material options there. Sovereign refit always looks nice to me. And someone asked about the Vesta patterns. It does indeed have them. You can make this ship whatever colors you want. Set this up to be Triz's favorite colors if that's what you want to do. Budget Slime Devils. Asking for a good 5/3 sovereign? Yeah, I know. I didn't play around with the Achilles too much in the Taylor before. Kyle, you didn't like that? The Achilles has its own custom material as well. I guess the question is too is what can you make the deflector look like color wise? Yeah, it was a really big patch today. You've got some interesting color options there. Reminds me of the Platinum Vandy Shield a bit with the NX refit material on. Need a 5/3 Audi first. But yeah, there's no special skin on these. Again, you can put whatever, or not skin. There's no special bridge on these. You can put whatever bridge you want on any ship now. So if you have, you know, like a freighter interior, like the Suliban Cell ship, you know, you can literally go in and apply that to every single ship that you have. Echo, thank you for the follow. Give me a mine layer. Oh no. Is there any final things you guys want to ask here? Because I'm going to wrap things up, go get some food, and then probably work on a bundle breakdown. Enterprise F just looking goofy. And there's your budget, like Section 31 Vandy Shield for it. Perfect. You can make it Triz colors here too. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think it looks really cool. Does the Premonition have a messed up deflector under the Intrepid skin? Let me take a look. Echo. I have not tested how they perform against Kodai fighters. If you're in the builds Discord, which is linked down below, there is a carrier focused area on that Discord, and I imagine some of the really high end carrier setup players out there are going to be, going out testing that stuff. I'm going to try to get some testing done before I do like a full review for any of these ships or like a meta impact or whatever. But right now, I can tell you that they're outperforming normal Valkyrie fighter squadrons, or the advanced and elite fighter squadrons. I don't know how they perform against Kodai, but they are quite solid. And if you buy the bundle, you're getting them on account-wide unlock. Okay, so with the Intrepid material, it is a bit funky, but it's still there. You did miss the limited time Vandy Shield run in the Dilithium store. Yeah, that has unfortunately ended. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Is there anyone on the Twitch side? Great Cornholio. Going on over there? I think I recognize them from Trisander's stream, so I'll just send Twitch over there. There's Twitch. Okay. Just rating out now. Again, thank you to everyone that stopped by today. I'm gonna, go get some food, work on video. At least get like a bundle breakdown video done for today, and play around with the ships some more. Get some more content out about them here in the near future. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in. I see you guys around.